Hi, my name is Anita.
And this is Kristen.
So we are from BSC Army, the first decentralized autonomous organization for social media industry on finance smart change. And I will be the host today of this AMA. And joining with us will be the Mr. Ken and GH from 100x Coin and CL from Launch Zone.
Again, we're broadcasting from the BSC Army YouTube channel. So if you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and put out a comment down below. We'll come back with more interesting videos and also live AMA sessions like this in the future. So stay tuned, guys. Also, please stay until the end of this live because we're having a giveaway with a total reward of $200 and we'll be choosing 5 best comments or questions. So start dropping yours right now. So we'll be choosing them by the end of this live.
So hello Ken, GH and CL. Can you hear me well?
Yep, loud and
Well,
clear.
solid.
Yeah,
That's
glad
great.
gladly to know that. So today we will not talk about 100x coin or launch zone, but we will talk about a brand new mystery project. So before we move into the project, can you please share with us information from you? Like, can we have introduction from your side?
Yeah, so my name is Ken the Crypto. I'm founder and CEO of 100x Coin. And I believe we had an AMA a couple days ago with Launch Zone, but we essentially have an app that allows users to invest in Binance Smart Chain with a credit card, debit card, along with our many other apps. And now we are teaming up together with Launch Zone to come out with CremePieSwap, which I'm very excited to be on here.
Yep. And we also did this before. So hi again. I'm CEO, BD of Long Zone. So I was one of the guy who started this project quite early with our CEO Tony, and luckily I got chance to meet another very energetic leader, which is who is Ken the Crypto. So we started this whole CremePieSwap together. It's gonna be totally new with brand new ideas and product. So we hope that this gonna be like a hit, and we are putting all our force in it, and hopefully we can take this session to deliver to you like all the information that we have so far and hype up the atmosphere.
All right. Hey guys, my name is GH. Head of a community here. With I'm gonna help with CremePieSwap and kind of get this all going. I've helped kind of bring 100x coin from a couple hundred followers or a couple hundred members in the Telegram to now we have I think about 75,000 plus, and that's just our regular English channel, our main channel. We have also built I think another 15 world language channels, and we continue to grow those, and we continue to shill very hard, and I'm excited to kind of do the same thing with CremePieSwap and really get the name out there and be the first or the best fully loaded AMM on the Matic chain. So I'm excited to be here.
Wow, that was really great.
Nice.
So I'm sure everyone is like looking forward to hearing from you guys about the project, and most of us are attracted by the name.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you guys have a story to back that up. How come do you guys like come up with this idea?
Well,
Can you make cream pie?
right. So I mean, it actually started off Launch Zone. I think they reached out to us. I've actually been a fan of Launch Zone for a while, since I even started 100x Coin, because I've been a crypto investor for many years now, and I got in one of their products, BSCX, early in January or February, I believe. And I'm a big fan of what they're doing. We hopped on a team call. We told each other's vision and mission and what we're trying to do in the crypto space and in the Binance Smart Chain, the things that we're trying to build, and it turned out that we both have the same vision, and so we were like, why not build things together? And then we started brainstorming, and eventually we came up with this crazy idea. Hey, let's launch on Polygon or Matic, right? Same name, Matic Network, and we were thinking of ways of how can we capitalize on this network that is so early, that is growing right now, and the graph shows sort of like how the Binance Smart Chain was growing in its very, very early stages. what if we were like the pancake swap? And thus that idea was born. And from there, we brainstormed the names. We thought of many names, actually. It was some weird names. We had like Blue Waffle Swap. And we realized
Wow.
that, there's some crazy memes that could come out of that. But we kept it a little bit, a little bit PGer on the side. And out of
Mhm.
nowhere, we thought of CremePieSwap. It's double layers to it, but I don't think I need to explain that.
Wow, I'm sure that was really funny.
Yep.
um,
Okay, so let's talk about the team. So many of us, like as well as the investor, are very curious about the things that makes three of you of us join hands together to build this project. So we want to ask that, like, is this gonna be fully supported by all of us join or just some part of our crew?
Well, this couldn't be like a fully joint force kind of alliance because all are specialized in a different field. So it's kind of funny that since Ken mentioned that he was one of our fan from the first because what we do is mainly technology and we want to deliver products. So during our big time, that was also the time when 100x coin was around and we got to know about Ken. So somehow we became his fan and it appears to us that 100x coin can gather like a really huge community strength. So that's their strength, and we have the product, and we and already BSC Army and Lonzo was in the business from before, and we do products while you do the social media and promotion. So these three pieces just somehow kick in and balance out each other. So once we get this project in motion, pretty sure that we just gonna be like the three main pillars of this whole project to get the wheels going.
Yeah.
right. I mean, this is like a collaboration between like the big two projects of you guys. So, is there like any intersections in like those projects? Like, like this one has like these kind of key features and the other one has like their own. So, do you guys have like anything like in common?
Yeah, there was a lot of differences, but there were also a lot of similarities. It's good to see that we have like very different ways to approach and build our communities because Launch Zone is pretty product based, while 100x Coin is fully community based. So our perspective and experience are entirely different. So we had a lot of discussion, and there was a lot of things that were seen by different perspective. But it's really good to see that we have like a similar vision and a mission of building DeFi space a better place and bring the real value of technology to this world. So it's just by having those similarities. So these differences seem to be like the motivation for us to brainstorming more ideas. So
Absolutely.
I can say that we made like a really balanced team. So far it's been fun working with you, man.
Yeah, and to add to that, I don't think we get reached out to a lot of projects every single day. We turn down a lot of projects just because the vision and mission doesn't fit in. They either have the same sort of field that we're in, and it's not complementary to each other, or we're just straight up in competition. But with Launch Zone, it seemed like a very good fit because 100x coin, our community it's almost, I don't want to say, but it's almost cult like in here. And I believe in order to build something large, something big in the future, you have to start small. You have to start very narrow, and that starts with community. And I believe we have that. We have the face, we have the trust, we have the transparency, because that's what we're all about since the very beginning. I live stream a lot in my YouTube channel. In the very beginning of 100x Coin, I was live streaming almost every single day, like twice a day, to show that I'm not going anywhere. And then when Launch Zone came up to us, we saw that they had a tech, they had the resources and infrastructure to build products at a very fast rate. And here at 100x Coin, we're all about speed, right? We're all about speed, and Launch Zone was that perfect partner for us. We have the vision, we have the community, we have the marketing, they have the products, they have the infrastructure, they have the developers. And together, I think it is a very symbiotic relationship. And as long as we take our skill sets together and put them on a new chain, it's like PancakeSwap when it was very, very early on in stages, or Uniswap. It's just taking something that works in one market and putting it into another emerging market. And that's the beauty about crypto, is the fact that markets emerge out of nowhere. People can create markets literally overnight, which you can never ever see anywhere in any markets. And it's very rare for that. And I always emphasize that.
Yeah.
Hello, are you here?
Yeah,
Oh no,
I
keep
can
talking.
still
Yeah.
hear
Yeah,
you
keep
pretty well.
talking.
Yeah, and last thing, I always emphasize that we're very early on, and I don't think many people realize that yet until we're 5-10 years down the line. And I think one of our vision and missions together is to make it clear that this right here is a revolution, that we're in early for something very, very big.
Wow, I really like the story how you guys like met and like just like click on right in like the way you cooperate with each other and like work together. Like yeah, like each person has their own job, right?
Yes. So I not only me, but also I think like for the audience and the viewers, they also impressed with the vision as well. So let's talk more and more clearly about your products. So what actually the products does this project offer? So can you guys explain to us more about this?
Okay, so when we started our business with Lonzo, it was originally BSC EX. So the idea was that we're gonna create like a fully functional decentralized financial ecosystem. So in simple terms, it's gonna be like a fully functional decentralized exchange where people can just do whatever they want and find any possible services for the tokens. Which is why after decided with that definition, we came to come up with our current product, which are SwapX, the AMM aggregator, and PoolX for yield farming, and also PadX for idle launching. And after our month of operations, we've seen how the pieces kick in. So in other words, CremePieSwap is like a more upgraded version of our old experience dealing with and also constantly working with SwapX, PoolX, and PadX. So in other words, CremePieSwap gonna be like a fully functional decentralized exchange, but not just simply an exchange. It's gonna be like the one place for all services relating to tokens, but on Polygon network, with better transaction speed and with the and with all the advantages it has. So it's like a superior updated version with of Lonzo's current product with a 100x coin John hands in it.
Yep, I see pretty much
Right.
pretty big
So
mass adoption with it,
mm,
and sorry to cut in there. I see pretty big mass adoption. I think once people kind of figure out how to get on the chain and the word gets out on it, and so I mean this partnership was probably the best thing that could have happened for I think Matic and Polygon, was to kind of create this this product for that chain and really bridge people from different networks onto that a little bit easier, and kind of create a very trusted space. Because again, as Ken said and MCL said, it's all about transparency. From bottom to the from top to bottom, and so I think that this will be one of the most popular decentralized exchanges on Matic.
And I want to add to the fact that we want to set a clear example for founders and new projects to have the same sort of vision as we do, which is a space where projects or founders launch a project with a good idea and not rug people. We want to inspire a new generation of founders, entrepreneurs, builders, developers, whatever you name it, to build on different networks, build dApps, and in the ideas of transparency, trust, and that we're all working together rather than compete with one another.
right.
Yeah, it's very
Nice.
true. So one thing that is normally like the selling points of project would be like the white paper and the mission and the vision that it's named on it. But most of the time, what differs a real project and the scam project are like how the project developers stick and be loyal to their mission and vision. And we, just like Ken said, we are loyal to our mission and vision. So we just want to set a good example for that by building like a really successful product that can give like anyone a lot of values when approaching our ecosystem.
Well, as you guys mentioned that you guys chose Polygon to work on and not like other chains like Solana or Cardano. But like as we know, Polygon has like some liquidity issues as is just like a pretty new chain. So how do you guys plan on like solving the problem and make it somehow more user friendly?
Well, for this, I'm pretty sure that we have like two different perspectives on this. So, Ken and GH, do you want to start with your answer?
Yes. So I believe that in terms of liquidity, I believe liquidity will fix itself as more founders build on the network. And back to what I was saying, like we want to inspire others to build in other networks rather than try to chase the hype of the already existing networks. Basically, we want to set trends. That's the entire point. And once we do that, I believe liquidity is just it's going to fix itself from there. And as far as user friendly, I mean, Polygon Matic, it's at its very early stages, and I think that's going to continue to improve along the way as the founders keep making iterations of the network to make it more, I guess, easier to access for other people. And with CremePieSwap, we could build other tools that will enable bridges from other networks. But that's I'll leave that to CL for the tech side of things. But yeah, as far as everything goes, I believe that if we inspire others to build on this network, the liquidity is going to fix itself in the long term.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
solid.
okay.
So,
Well, yeah, I
yeah,
think that's
about
like
the
really
yeah. So, regarding like the products and the technical issue, one thing that is really visible about Polygon network is that, just like you said, it's like a very new, it's like a very new network with
right.
without too many people build anything on it. So that's why there's a lot of space for exploitation and exploration. And since this is like our key point to our technology, and I'm not really in the shoes to discuss everything. So what I can tell you is that from the time I've been working with our tech team, we can see that there's a lot of features on Polygon network that can be like really benefiting to our product designs, which is why we believe that no matter if it's an issue that is currently visible to anyone else, that very similar issue would be like a feature that we can exploit to get like better values to our products. And since everything is too new, so it's the network itself, it's really giving us like a very good position to set the trend and to build like the entire design of ourselves.
Yep. And to add on to that, it's pretty much the product that brings the most people, the easiest, with the easiest access over to, that bridge or, to that exchange is going to win. Just kind of plain and simple. It's like if you can teach someone from the ground up how to trade, how to do, start your wallet, how to do kind of everything like that, from one chain to another, or even from just someone from the outside. It's like, if you can capture those people, you win. And so, I think that we kind of have the perfect formula here for that, and we're ready for it.
Well, as
Yep.
Ken mentioned that you want to like create trends and like somehow fix the liquidity issues. What kind of trends are you guys talking about? Maybe giving like 3 examples of like the upcoming trends that you guys want to like create.
CL, you want to explain the campaigns that
Yeah,
we're running?
pretty much. But before that, I want to clarify something. So since you mentioned like 3 examples, so do you want each of us give you like an example from our perspective, or do you want us to give like 3 common examples?
Well,
So
maybe the one that you guys are working on?
Right.
Okay.
I think so the way I see it, it's like this. Think of projects like SafeMoon. It created this trend in the Binance Smart Chain where in the beginning of Binance Smart Chain, hype coins weren't really around. Meme coins wasn't a thing. Community coins weren't a thing inside Binance Smart Chain until SafeMoon showed up and started that trend. And then now you see a lot of these other coins starting up behind SafeMoon because of that trend that followed. And I believe with CremePieSwap, it's almost the same exact thing. It's like we're just taking something that worked into another network and seeing if that trend will follow. And
Mm,
the name itself is just catchy enough. CremePieSwap. It just
right.
Yeah,
catches attentions.
it is.
Yeah.
Right. Agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of the
So yeah.
multiple integration, do you have plan to integrate more chains into your project rather than to now already? That is BSC, Binance Smart Chain, and Polygon. And if yes, so what change?
Of course, yes, because we are joining hands, but each of us have like an individual project of ourselves. So the idea is that we're gonna develop a new thing, but it doesn't mean that we're just gonna leave our current project hang loose. It just doesn't make sense that way. So,
Mhm.
in addition to the previous questions about the trend that we're making, so what I can see is that in this DeFi space, there can be many factors that can create a new trend: the technology, the marketing strategy, or the community-based strategy. So what we want to set an example here is working on both all three of those keywords. So in terms of technology, after we have got the CremePieSwap really in motion, it would be like a very good uh, infrastructure for us to bridge our current project, 100x coin or BSCX token from Lonzone, and that will create like a better bridge between the networks, and also by having bridging it that way, it can also open up like a bigger picture of bridging different communities on different networks into like one bigger communities. So despite that, we're having like three different keywords: the community, the technology, and also the marketing. But it's actually like the bridge that, and also expansion that is creating like the motion of everything. So instead of just creating like separate puzzles, we're actually getting like a bigger pictures by creating new parts. And once the parts are big enough and strong enough, we're gonna get like a very good motion to get everything in. And we all know that the bigger the community and also the bigger the trust, the more power we get in this space. So the idea is that once we can set the goals to that and achieve that, the the common community of CremePieSwap, 100x coin or Lonzone is gonna be like one big family, and it's gonna give it like a lot of more trust, transparency, and also a lot more educational content because all the different perspectives from different networks are joined hands together because of this bridge. So I hope you can see my point here.
Right. Of course. Um.
Yeah.
So can you like give like a description of your business model? I mean, I'm sure the audience would love to hear this.
So
Yeah. So like
how do your team have profit with
yeah.
it?
Yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, CremePieSwap going to be like a more superior, upgraded version of of Long Zone. So this means that it also going to get the decentralized exchange kind of model. So the way that we're going to generate the income from the project comes from two things. First, the services and also the circulation of the project and of other project and other tokens that run and be traded on our platform. The other source of income would be like the stable price and also the stable development of our token to be on the rise. So this yeah, so just in simple term, as we are a decentralized exchange, we're gonna create all the benefit fitting products and features to help create like a really stable circulation. So this model, it's roughly based on the circulation of the tokens and also the interaction on it. So that's how
Yeah,
we get the power from it.
and to make it kind of simple for people to understand as well, like I want to paint a picture. It's like we're building this ship, and inside the ship, there's different things in the ship. Like there's a food store, there's a massage store, there's different stores, each providing different services, each providing a specific purpose to the people inside that ship. And all we're doing is we're moving the ship as far as possible, and in this case in Matic, in Polygon, and then bridging it to other networks. We move the ship as far as possible while simultaneously building things inside that ship to keep the ship going and going and going and going. And eventually we'll get to our destination, which is the long-term vision is we want to inspire others, we want to create trends, and we want to take over Matic and Polygon. So hopefully that's I kind of painted a picture in people's heads, of what CL just said.
Yep. No wonder why you're famous. You have way to simplify things, Cam. Help me a lot. Yeah, so circulation and take over the big picture. That's the model.
Yeah.
Well, that's like a really clear vision of finance.
Okay, so as we have heard about information from your project that you may create the project named CremePieSwap. So can you explain your tokenomics distribution? Like how many tokens will be minted and how many tokens will be locked by the team, by the way?
So GH, do you want to help us clear this out?
Yeah, I mean, as far as that, the token distribution, I believe that was on, Ken, you had that information in front of you at all.
Yeah. Do you have the folder? Because we're usually keeping it in a folder somewhere. I don't have it popped up.
Yeah. Well,
And
just
we,
so
we,
you know,
we haven't released the
since
tokenomics as well, by the way. So we were planning to release it in the whitelist for tomorrow. That way it goes hand in hand with our campaign. But as far as tokenomics goes, to keep it simple, it's gonna mimic sort of like Safe Moon tokenomics, where there's gonna be auto burn, auto liquidity, just sort of those things, just to keep it simple. That way, it's not just simple tokenomics like any other DEX, but actually to just benefit holders in the long term. So as far as the actual percentages and values, that should be released by tomorrow when we open our whitelist registration.
Well, the name
Yeah.
of the tokenomics will be like something related to CremePie as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So
What
the
will be the
name
name
of
of
the
the
token itself, it's the ticker would be CPI. So
Oh, okay.
yes.
So it's
C
just
like
like in
CEL.
short.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Okay.
one thing
So
that we don't want to disclose too much is like the tokenomic. It's really take base,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of number, and normally it makes people dizzy. And until our official launch, it's gonna be like about matter of days. So we want to divide our campaign into like smaller puzzles so that while attending to our updates, people can also get like an easier way to get into our tokenomics and also all other infos on our project. So we just don't want to get one session to be too informatic. It's kind of stressed that way, you know.
Yeah, and to keep it simple,
No,
it's not going to
right.
be like a crazy tax fee like it is with like not it's not going to be over 10%. Let's just leave it at that.
So we have some question for you, and I think the viewers, the audience may really want to have the answer for this. So first, can you tell us about the CPI lottery and how does it work to ensure fairness for everyone involved?
I mean, that's pretty hard to, say that if it was fair, everyone would win. So, I mean, as far as entering, I think the lotto, that'll be, the same way as everyone else does. And then as far as winning, I mean, everyone else has kind of the same chance as, the others. So there's really no way to, say a lottery is fair. I guess besides,
Yeah,
you have this, in fairness, you have the same chance of winning as everybody else. So I guess that's how fair,
true.
it would be.
It's a
Yeah,
lottery.
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
So
lottery,
everyone
exactly.
has the chances to
Yeah.
save it with
So
others.
on a technical perspective, normally when we do the lottery, we just gonna leave it to be randomized by the blockchain itself. So it's like no one can actually have any control over the lottery price. So it's all solid because it's blockchain we're talking about. So yeah, we cannot adjust anyone fairness. So it's fair for anyone, and we're using a system that no one can actually get a hold of. So I think that's pretty solid and fair from our perspective as developers.
Transparency is very important.
Right.
Yeah.
One of the viewers have put down this question is that CremePie is expected to be the second pancake in the Polygon network. So what makes CremePie stand out from the crowd?
Well, I'm pretty sure that when we say by being the second cream pancake swap, it's not like we are mimicking them. It is
Yeah.
like their success that we're talking about. So in terms
Mm,
of the level of success, that will be similar because we all know how big of a name Pancake Swap is. So since we are like the pioneers of the Matic network with such a ambitious product, so we see that our success can be that huge. Not really like on the tech side of mimicking anything.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
it's
would you guys take? I'm sorry. Would you
no.
guys
So
like take
I was gonna
after
add.
anything from the pancake, or like just like a whole different story?
Sorry, what was the question?
Well, it's
I mean,
really
like
so are we
I think there's a delay. I'll see. I'll
okay.
just
yeah, just keep talking. I'm sorry.
Well, I was about to quote you anyway, so yeah, please just name your question to Ken, so he would know exactly what you're
Okay.
asking.
So
I mean, like, oh, you were about to say something, right, Ken?
Oh no, I was asking what you asked. So I think we had a
I mean,
little
like,
delay.
yeah, I mean, like, since like people just like keep saying that you guys are gonna be like the second pancake, pancake swap. Like, I was asking if you guys are gonna like take after anything, like any features from that, or just stand out like completely, like a whole new story for like the crowd.
Right. So it's a good question because I mean, I guess you could say the same thing about other projects that are hitting $1 billion market caps and yet they still do the exact same thing. Like, what is the difference between Dogecoin and Shiba? I mean, really, the only difference is that the fact that the different people tweet about them at the end of the day. That they're still the same hype coin. For us, we don't necessarily want to be the second Pancake Swap because Pancake Swap is its own thing. And I guess you could, we can model off Pancake Swap because Pancake Swap is the most successful, and we're big fans of Pancake Swap as well. And we've seen their success. We've seen the case study that Pancake Swap has done, the users that it has brought onto the Binance Smart Chain. So we thought, like, why not bring that into a new network, welcome new users into that network, and grow along with that network, and to complement it rather than compete with it. So essentially, we're not going to be the second Pancake Swap. We would be the first of its kind, or one of the first of its kind inside Polygon. And I think a big reason is because the founders, the team is already established. We already have the infrastructure, everything in place to succeed. We have the name, we have the campaigns ready. And I guess it's sort of thinking about I guess you could think about just simple like Pancake Swap in its very early stages, but already equipped with skill sets and we were able to learn from the mistakes, that we were able to learn from the innovations that they made, and just take this on into an entirely new market.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So
I just think that we have
there's
evolved too much. So it's really hard to get away from the basics. So if there's one thing that would make us really different from PancakeSwap, it would be our team and the individuals in it. Because just like Ken said, we learn from not just their experience, but also our own experience. So it would be like a lot of features going to be similar in the way that like farming and liquidity, because it's similar to any DeFi tokens. But what's different is how we utilize the pieces that we get with our uh, test with it. So it's just like PancakeSwap, Lonzo, 100x coin, BSC Army all together. So that itself, the elements that create the outcome, just make it so much different. So yeah, we see ourselves like one of its kind on the whole new Polygon network.
Right. I'm sure whoever asked that question will definitely change their perspective like after they see the result.
yeah. And I was really impressed about like your motivation
Right.
together. And there's come up a very interesting question for you guys. So, what do you say the idea of creating NFTs and giving users random rewards as NFT inside of CremePieSwap?
I'm trying to find
Uh,
that question. GH, can you go ahead and
Yeah,
answer?
yeah.
I
So
think I was able to
yeah, so
understand that question.
with 100x coin, we were that is on the roadmap for us to create a NFT based platform as well. And so this is definitely something that could be integrated into that as a something that is a little bit different than kind of what other AMMs or decentralized exchanges are doing. So yes, that could be something that we will do. And NFTs I think aren't going to go away. So that is definitely a possibility.
yeah. And since we have so far done like NFT upgrades with our current products in Lonzone, so this is going to be like a very possible operation that we're going to carry out in the future. And after all, NFT is like a really valuable trend that is happening now. So it's just kind of
True.
ridiculous if we just skip it. So yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we also want to make sure we don't release too much products at one time, and we want to gradually release these products, and we want to tease these products rather than just give all the
Right.
candies at once. Because you know what happens when people eat a lot of
Yes,
candy at once. I mean,
Yeah, that wouldn't
they'll
be too
crash,
much.
and it's part of
We
our
agree.
big plan.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, I also
And
think
like I
that
mentioned
like
earlier,
giving
it's
out too
going to
much
be
at the
like,
same time would be a bit
yeah.
overwhelming. Yeah, so this is like a really good move.
So like I mentioned earlier, this CremePieSwap project that we have, it's going to be like the one place for all. So guys, if you have any imagination for this or any fantasy that you have for a DeFi project, just do believe that it's very likely to appear in Pancakes in CremePieSwap with us, with Lonzone and 100x coin. Well, it's what we are heading ourselves to.
Wow, that sounds so much like a, like where dreams have come true, right?
yes.
Live your dream.
So what do you think about the current rug pull incident? Will the market recover? What do we expect?
Rug,
Rug
rug
pull,
bull, rug bull,
rug.
or rug pull incidents. I'm sorry.
I think that's a typo
So
right
Rock
there.
rock
Yeah, I
pool,
think
yeah.
it's rug pull.
Oh, so
yeah,
are
Kenny.
you talking about in the Matic network that happened recently? Is that correct?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So that, yeah, I mean that's one of our main visions, is to spark that, it's really just to get that idea of like, like you can invest in crypto without having your monies just wiped away in overnight. We want to make it a safe place for people to invest in crypto without worrying about, oh, is my money going to be gone? And I think that's also what, and to kind of circle back to your question earlier, what makes us different? I believe what makes us different is the trust and transparency that we've already built inside the Binance Smart Chain, and just taking it on to another chain. Like I said, bringing on the users into our ship, and from there, it's like we could set the bar for what a coin has in order to even get people to invest in it. Because right now, yes, there's a lot of rug pulls happening on the Polygon network. We want to break that. We want to stop that and really be that glimmer of light that less and less rug pulls will happen. Obviously, we can never fix rug pulls,
Yep.
but at least we can move it forward to where it happens less and less.
At least within our ecosystem, we can definitely, prevent that. Between all of the projects that we've partnered with, that's kind of our goal to, make sure everyone's doxxed. We know who they are. We trust them. We don't work with anyone that we don't trust. Like Ken said, we have a lot of projects reaching out to us, and some don't want to, dox themselves. And so, that's one of the big things that, we pride ourselves on is like we have no problem showing our face because we have nothing to hide. So, to continue on that question where it says, will the market recover, to what we expect? Right now it's kind of moving sideways. A lot of the general, sentiment around that is that it's going to be a couple months, and then it'll kind of have that second end of the bull run. So that's kind of the feelings that what's going on. And, I believe the same thing. So I think that it's kind of been a perfect storm, a perfect recipe, for this kind of lull in the market for us to be able to build and, not get too caught up in, the crazy high market cap or anything like that. So it's given us time to build and really kind of make sure this product comes out right. And along with kind of, building our community from the ground up.
Yeah. And a thing about history is that it always repeats itself. So we always see like a lot of ups and downs in any market. And of course, we always see like tons of rug pulls, not just in this market, but also any other markets. So it's really important to see that where do you choose yourself to be. And with us, we just don't choose to be another rug pull project because we have a clear goal and we have a clear destination of where we want to go. So at least to us on a personal level, we fully have our trust in ourselves. So we're going to build it no matter what. So if the community want to believe it or not, it's just going to be like a matter of time before people have enough evidence and they can see enough to see that this project right here is the bar. This project right here is what we want to invest in. And we just cannot stop history. So it's just going to happen the way it is. But we can, we can always channel our energies and decide on what we do with our own actions.
Yeah, it's very clear. So we would like to know about your roadmap because, like, as we can see that every project has its own roadmap. So will it be a long-term project and fully supported by support your ecosystem? Can you share with us about this?
CL, you want to
Well,
start first?
what I
How
can say now is that we might not be able to share everything right now because it's just gonna spoil the fun. You're just gonna know everything about us anyway because transparency is a key, right? So just like
Yeah,
the
transparency is
product
key.
that we're having. So this project, since the keyword here is transparency and also trust, so of course we're building for the long term. So that's solid. That's just it. And for the roadmap, what I can tell you is that we're gonna have like all currently working products for like liquidity, for like swapping, for like bridging ideal whatsoever. But the time scale for it, pretty sure that you may want to stay tuned to our next marketing campaign
Yeah,
because all
I
the
like how
funds
you
are
guys
to
keep
be there.
yeah, I like how you guys like keep everything so low key and like mysterious. So
yes,
yeah, like the user would wanna stay tuned to like everything.
we will wait.
Yep.
We will until then.
Yep.
Okay,
Well, it's more
so
fun.
for the last question, we have picked up from the comment charge section. What big benefits to top cream pie swap holders? And what are the use cases of your token? And how are we as user motivated buy and hold it for long term?
Well, let's start with the first question. What was the first question? Let's
Um, benefits, the big benefits to top cream pie swap holders.
right. CL, so that's the technical side of
Yeah.
things.
So a few things about us is that like when I answer the questions about the business model, what create our revenue is the circulations of our services. And also our token is gonna be mimicking some features of the SafeMoon kind of token model. So just by having the SafeMoon features, it's already benefiting the holders because the taxation from every transaction is gonna get burned partially. So the total supply of the token gonna be decreased to create more scarcity. And also some part of the taxation going to be redistributed to the holders according to their shares of hold in the whole project. So the SafeMoon features alone ensure that by holding the token, you can still have like the passive income and also the passive increase from the token. And the next factor here would be our services and our operational model, since we're going to be covering like the decentralized exchange features with a lot of tokens being traded on our platform. And we are also going to be uh, creating aids for our project, maybe in terms of IDO, just like what we're doing with Alonzo, and also in tech support. So this whole scale of the business model going to keep the project up and running, so it can stabilize our price with our operation, and the tokenomics just going to give the benefit to the holders. So yeah, that's how it goes to me.
Well, I mean, we've been talking about the future a lot, so let's just like go rewind and like go back into the past a little bit. Have you guys faced any challenges or difficulties, and like how did you guys overcome it?
In terms of our own projects, Launch Zone and separate from 100x Coin, or is it CremePieSwap, this
Oh, of
project
course,
specifically?
the CremePie swap. Talking about CremePie.
Oh yeah, I mean, we had we had a lot of discussion about what the marketing plans would be, what the token sale allocation would be, which will be released by tomorrow. So everything will be released by tomorrow. The token allocation details. But yeah, we had a lot of going back and forth to exactly okay, what is the best for the community to say, okay, this is going to be a good investment to make. As well as the marketing plans, like what things can we implement in order to generate the most hype possible and have the most views on us, so that we can take users into the Matic and also welcome users into our own platforms that would also funnel into Launch Zone and 100x Coin separately or together even. Because like I said, we want to create an ecosystem, not just like this coin performs and this other goes bad. No, we want all the coins to complement each other. We want all the projects to complement each other. So to answer your question, yes, we had some going back and forth with ideas, but we're still here, and I think that's just business in general, where the other team might disagree on that, and the other team might agree on this, and it just comes to a compromise at the end of the day.
Mm,
Yep,
right. Yeah.
long
And I,
days
th-
for
and I and I
sure.
also think that's one of the main reasons why we're working together as well, because we're able to compromise on one thing rather than argue and and be like, no, we're not working with you anymore. Because like I said, we turn down a lot of projects on a daily basis. 100x Coin,
Right. I mean,
and I'm
I
sure
really
Launch Zone
love
as
how,
well.
yeah, yeah, I love how like you guys like both went through everything together, and like by the end of the day you're still here and you guys made progress. I mean, a lot.
Yes.
And like you guys gained a lot also. Um, I'm
And also,
sure
let me add to that
viewers would.
real quick. There's a
Oh
lot of
yeah,
things that
sure.
happen
Okay.
to. Yeah, there's a lot of things that happen in the back end that most people don't realize. Like some people just think, oh, we're releasing a brand new coin, CremePieSwap. No, but there's actually a lot of details that go into it. Who's running this aspect, what roles are going to be set in place, how the community is going to be ran, what channels we need to make, how the revenue is split. There's so many different aspects that most people don't realize what's going on, and all they can see is the market cap, or all they can see is the price, or all they can see is this when moon, when pump, when airdrop.
True.
Yes.
But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it's like it's a business. It is a business, and there's a lot of moving parts into it.
Yeah, I also think like the viewers only focus on like the numbers and not the true value of like the project. And yeah, I
Exactly.
think
And I
we're
do believe that's our job as well to also update the investors, the viewers, exactly what's happening, and that is exactly
right,
what we're going to do with CremePieSwap.
right.
Is constantly update investors, like letting them know, hey, this is what's happening. Hey, this is not what's happening. Just transparency.
I mean, it's
Thanks
really
for sharing.
important how you guys like keep the viewers expecting new things every day. And I'm
Yep.
sure we're gonna expect more, a lot more in the future. But for now, um, I mean, time is up, and we should be closing the live. Also, we'll announce the giveaway winners on our official Barbie account later. But thank you guys for the talk today. We really enjoyed it, and we learned a lot more about Cream Pie.
Yep.
And we
Yeah,
are
we
very
want to see some
excited.
cream pie videos as well. If you guys have a pie and you
Oh
want to
my
put it
gosh.
on your face, go ahead and share that around. You might get a good chance of getting in the pre-sale if you guys are interested in that. You know, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
cream pieing myself on my channel every single day, 12 p.m. Pacific time, just like I did today.
Yeah, I saw that. That was really funny.
Yeah. Well, the big idea is that it is like cream pie swap. So it should be very logical that the more you swap, the creamier it gets. So cream pie swap gonna be like a very new star project on a very potential network. So we're gonna be pioneering everything, which is why it leaves like some risk to investor, but at the same time, this is gonna be like a very potential, and it can be like a very giant return on income for any investors. So, well, just stick with us, and you're gonna see how we do
Yep.
things with the transparency and how we move things together. And our idea is that by the end of the day, with the holders getting along, tagging along with our project, pretty sure that they can get themselves their Lamborghinis in no time.
Wow.
Right.
Ooh.
So
That's
Right.
so
interesting.
interesting.
Just a quick little
Yep.
cap on that. I see some people, asking about, what our marketing plans are, and just know, guys, we have, some big marketing things in mind. I see you guys ask about social influencers and stuff like that. And so, I mean, those are obviously all on the roadmap for our marketing plan. So, you guys will see kind of what we do. We don't want to give too much away. I think on live, but you guys will see kind of what we have in store. And we're excited to show you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, keep your
So,
eyes on that.
just come
So
to
we are
us,
very
and we're gonna
excited.
make you as creamy as possible.
Oh my god.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love
Wow,
it.
that
Oh,
sounds
geez.
really creamy. Huh?
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
mean,
we're very
there's just so
excited
much memes that
to
can
your
come out of
news.
this. There's just so much memes. It's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's honestly great.
And I
I
think that's
love
why
it.
we work very, very well
I
together.
think
We can be
I
straight business to have fun,
yeah, I
in
think
a
crypto is
heartbeat.
one of the few places in the world where you can be a degen and still run a business at the same time, and still have the community be okay. That's great. Because if this was
That's the
any
creamy
other
spirit.
industry, if this was any other industry, no one would ever take cream pie swap seriously in the crypto space. I mean, in like any other industry. But this is crypto, and anything happens.
Right. I mean, trust me, I've learned a lot more weirder names than this. This is
Yeah.
like
Okay,
It's just fun.
so
Yeah.
we are very excited to your news updated, and we are looking forward to it.
Thank you
Very looking
guys.
forward to it. Okay, so
let's close up for now, and we'll come back with more live anime session on our YouTube channel. So stay tuned. And for now, thank you GH, thank you Ken, thank you CL.
Thank you, Kristen and
Have a
Anita.
nice day, guys. We enjoyed the talk today so much,
yes,
and can't wait to
Yep.
see you guys again in the future.
Thank you guys.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
goodbye.
See you guys.
Have a
Bye.
good day. Bye bye.
Thank guys. We